Hello there. This is kind of a rough, this is kind of a rough thing for me to talk about. Forgive me if the audio is loud. Um, but actually, hold on. There we go. Um, so this is gonna be, a bit of a blank video. There isn't gonna be any content being played here. I just wanted to get my thoughts out. So I'm sure you guys heard, or at least know a little bit about the new YouTube policy that's going to go in here in about 2 weeks, and I'm not really happy about it. I'm small. I'm probably not going to be noticed by YouTube. I'm not expecting to be, but I wanted to address it because it's kind of scary. Um, so basically what happened was so what's going on right now is that a legislation in the UK passed, and it allows the government to kind of survey the internet and kind of censor what's good and what's bad, or at least that's the idea of it. And so they started rolling like age verification stuff out for like YouTube and like TikTok and all that. And the whole gist of it is that you have to provide them with an ID or a picture or proof of your age before you can use them, or otherwise they won't let you use them. So, for example, Spotify, if you don't confirm your age, they can get rid of your account. Um, Something similar is happening here in the US, but it's with YouTube. So they're rolling out a AI verification system to determine your age, and that comes out in about 2 weeks. And you, so they'll block your account. They'll make it like kids only, basically. And what will happen is you have to give them like your government ID, like a driver's license, or your like a picture of yourself, biometric data, or provide your credit card info, and they'll verify it. And once it's verified, you can access all your stuff again. Um, this I don't believe this is the first time that YouTube has attempted to do this, but here's why I'm upset about it. It is a blatant form of censorship, and especially here in the US where censorship isn't exactly, you know, smiled upon, it's really disturbing because I use YouTube. That's how I make my videos. And I don't understand why we as a species have to suffer the consequences of what a few people desire to do. They're doing this so that they can protect kids from malicious things on the internet, which sounds noble, until you realize that it affects everybody and it's not just about the kids. The issue is the very fact that you have to provide a corporation with any form of your data at all, and especially given that in this day and age, especially here in the US where you know people are getting more and more like right wing, or you know are kind of just justifying the means as to why these things should exist in the name of safety when it's really just about control. It's an issue, and I'm a little upset by it because I never thought YouTube would actually go down this route at any point in its life, because I always assumed they were very against this. I'm just I'm speaking to you to voice my concern because it's wrong. I think it's 100% wrong, and I honestly don't see it working out in YouTube's favor. censorship isn't okay. I should not be gated just because I look young, even though I'm almost 25. I shouldn't be gated because I'm an adult. I don't care what the circumstances are. And they did put out a statement that said that it didn't affect all the users, except it does, because once they roll it out, it's just going to affect everybody, no matter who they are, no matter how big or small the creator is. And it's really dumb. It's scary shit. And I can't believe we live in a world where the free internet is at stake because people want to quote unquote protect children, when in reality that they can't protect kids themselves because they're either um, you know, sexual predators or pedophiles, or they are, you know, putting their proper parental responsibilities aside to justify why the internet should be the one policing these kids. It's really fucking scary. I can't explain it any more than this. This all started with like Steam and Collective Shout, which is a feminism-based group that started that got Steam and itch.io to bully credit card companies into removing games. And that's that was censoring for one thing, and then the Online Safety Act in the UK gets passed, and it's doing the same thing that YouTube is doing in the United States now. So now I live in a world where I can't make videos unless I tell a corporation my personal information. Like, do you not see the wrong there? I don't care if I don't care about the protecting the kids argument. And because not that I don't care about kids being safe, because I do think kids need to be more safe on the internet, but you also need to realize that they just want your money, or they want to control what you do and do not, and it's fucked up. It's never about the kids, it's about broader control, especially since it's incredibly vague and doesn't list anything specific, which is a problem. Because what's next? Are they going to go ban games off Steam that I play, like Dead Space or Halo? Are they going to go and ban Instagram because they think it's harmful to kids? Or, you know what I mean? It's just really stupid. And I'm a little scared by it because now I don't really have a reason to do YouTube now because there's nothing I can do about this. And I just wanted to bring that up. I wanted to bring it to your attention because this is an excuse by people that don't want to parent properly to get out of doing it so they can make the internet do it for them. My take on this is as such. If you can't properly monitor your kids on the internet, as a parent, keep track of what they're doing yourself until they're old enough to be able to use them, use sites, the hub or, Steam. Maybe you should parent. Learn how to raise your kids properly. Keep them off the stuff until they're old enough. Like, it's that simple. If you can't monitor your kid's activity, then you have no right being a parent. It's that simple. I'm sorry. You failed as a parent if that's the case. And I sincerely hope YouTube realizes what it's doing is not going to be good for its business, because you're about to lose millions, if possibly not billions, of people from this. And the amount of money you'll lose after that is even more, ridiculous. You'll lose billions, and not to mention the hackers that'll get a hold of people's personal info, because the AI will have trouble verifying, and hackers will get the personal info anyway. So, yeah, that's the world we live in. I'm fucking terrified, and I really hope that YouTube either changes its mind about it or finds some other different way to do this without pissing the entire YouTube community off. Now, I'm not a big YouTuber. They're not going to hear this. But I am scared enough to make a video about it, and that's what it's going to be. So I just wanted to get my small 15 minutes out of there. It's a very small video. Um, it's not going to be edited. This is my raw feelings, so you either put up with it or don't. But yeah, YouTube, this is a message to you. I sincerely hope that you realize the mistake you're making. This is wrong and you know it. We're not going to be controlled by you, a corporation that we once had complete and total trust in to make content that people liked. It's not fair. We shouldn't have to suffer for other people's mistakes. We shouldn't have to suffer over a stupid argument that people made to try to justify why things should be censored. It's wrong, and you guys know it. This is bad for you, this is bad for everybody. Get your shit together. And I mean that. Because people are going to be upset, and they're going to want you to change it, so I highly suggest you do. I know you won't hear it. I know you don't give a shit about me. But I give a shit about the safety of everyone that uses this platform. So listen. And I'm not going to take no for an answer. See you guys.